Welcome to Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida, where we sell nothing but fun and adventures, treasure hunting gear, and anything you can imagine for metal detecting. Give us a call, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper.
Live from sunny Florida, it's Treasure Talk.
Welcome, folks. Welcome to another exciting edition of Treasure Talk.
Yes. And this is going to be, let's do our housekeeping and then we'll get right into it.
Okay. As always, today's show is brought to you by your friends here behind me at Myers Metal Detectors, where we sell fun and adventure. Of course, the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed here by the Treasure Talk guest and member belong solely to the guest and member, not necessarily to Phil Myers, Jocelyn Myers, Myers Metal Detectors, or Jeff Bonin. And of course, as always, the purpose of Treasure Talk was to promote the hobby, or is to promote the hobby of treasure hunting and metal detecting, or metal detecting and treasure hunting of all forms, and to educate our members in a fun, informative manner. That's what we're going to do.
That is indeed what we're going to do. Now, folks, we're going to start off. This is probably going to surprise a lot of you, but Phil and I have been at this for 6.5 years.
6.5 years. That's a while.
Yes, it's been a long time. And, you know, it just takes an awful lot of work. And so we've discussed this, and we've decided that we're going to end the show. We're going to go out on a high note. August 25th will be our final show. It'll be kind of a reunion show with a lot of our favorite guests over the years. We're going to ask them to join us. You know, I want everybody to be happy for us. You know, we've got things to do. And, you know, for my part, it takes probably 30, 35, 36 hours every week working on the show for lining up guests and this, that, and the other thing. Phil's got his business to run. He's got, his family, and he puts a lot of time in this as well. And we just thought it'd just be best for us at this time in our lives that we end the show. We've certainly enjoyed doing it. I will tell you that, and we want to thank everybody very, very, very much for tuning in every week. You've made our day. We've made some really fast, good friends doing this show, but this is kind of what we decided to do. Phil?
Absolutely. I've really enjoyed doing this. I can't believe it's been like 6.5 years that we've done it, but maybe I just see everybody else out there finding all the treasure, and I want to go find some too.
Yeah, we're going to get to do a little bit more of that.
More of that for sure. And, you know, Jocelyn has a little bit of health issues, and, you know, it just seems like the show was doing great. And I want to quit on a high point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we definitely have.
And
you know,
plus, we're still here at the shop, and we'll still probably do some live streaming from time to time at the shop for sure. And we'll just see how it goes.
And you never know. We may pop up and do a show every once in a while if, you know, if a real new hot detector comes out and, you know, we want to do a review on it. We'll probably do that. We'll be doing some live from the shops, especially like in November. Look for us because Phil's going to have a lot of Christmas specials and all that kind of good stuff. You know, when you get something new and exciting, we'll want to bring it to you. We're just not going to do the weekly grind anymore. And you know, there's so many out there, and it's just something we've decided. So
yes,
you know. So don't be sad, be happy for us.
Yes, I had a thing on there that says sad news, but be happy for sure.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, because
I see one of our presenters for tonight has not got her camera connected.
Yeah, and then it looks James Havovic says, thanks for helping all of us new at metal detecting. Well, we still do that. We can do that from time to time at the shop, and Of course, you've got questions, you can always call us. And he says, I've learned so much from your show. Thank you both. Well, thank you, James.
That's a key there, Phil. That's what when we decided to do this, Jocelyn came up with the idea and we decided to get on with it. That's exactly was our mission.
It was.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
And,
detectors to promote the hobby. And that's exactly what we've done here for years.
Yeah. So, I think we're doing the right thing here.
Yes.
Send a quick text.
And this is one of my favorite shows that Jeff came up with, the Digging Report. And I just thought this was just kind of exciting for people to see what other people find in other parts of the country doing the same hobby, the same metal detecting, using most of the time the same gear, just in a different area of the country. So I always like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we've learned a lot from all the people, our guests, and especially our followers and our viewers. We've learned a tremendous amount from them. We've made some really good friendships, I think. And hopefully we'll remain friends. I think we will. I mean, all around the world, we've got fans and viewers all around the world. So
yes, and this is a question Ernie Hudson posted. Will past shows be archived so they can be rewatched? Aren't they archived on YouTube right now?
They are. Yep.
So Monday nights are going to be boring.
Yep. You can watch all the shows, past shows. They'll be all on there. So
yes, so they can still do that for sure.
You can watch them at any time that you want. So, with that being said, I think we better kind of get on with our digging report tonight.
Yes, we better.
So, the first report is going to be from the upper, what kind of Midwest with Two Sisters Metal Detecting. I know we'll have Karen with us, and we have a video report from them. Michelle is having camera problems, so let's bring Karen on with us. Hey, Karen.
Hi, everybody.
Howdy.
Well, sad to say, this will be the last digging report, kiddo.
I heard that. Hey, Phil, I do have a scoop for you. Nokta is about to release 2 new detectors this fall. They're both going to be pulse induction. One is going to be geared towards relics, and the other one is going to be geared towards gold.
Oh, nice.
I got that directly from Alicia. She is a Nokta Nomad that we met at Detect Michigan. And I do have a video up on my channel, Two Sisters Metal Detecting, of the interview with Alicia that has lots of details.
Okay, awesome.
Yep. So let's go ahead and set up your digging report, Karen, if you will, and we'll run the video. Hello, Karen.
Yeah, I'm here.
Set it up, and I'll kick it off.
I uploaded it for you quite a while back there, Jeff.
Okay, it's in.
And
Here
I'm
we
Michelle,
go.
and
There
we're
we
Two
go.
Sisters Metal Detecting. This is the August digging report for Treasure Talk. Today we are over in Indiana, still in the Midwest area, and we have had a super hot summer this year and extremely humid. Just really limited our dig times. Most of the time we're out and ending our digs before 9 a.m. What about you, Michelle, in your area?
It's finally not so dry that you can get in and do some digging, which is really nice.
And we certainly had plenty of rainstorms lately.
Yeah, I think we've gotten like 3 inches or 4 inches in the last. You had more.
We had about 7 inches in one day and a lot of flooding in some of our areas,
Yes.
which has kind of taken away some of our parks along rivers and
Yep.
lakes.
So we decided we'd go to Indiana and see what our luck is there.
And so we found a couple tot lots today and a beach to detect. And we're going to have some fun doing it.
Yeah, and when we get worn out from being in the sun, then it'll be done.
Right. Things we found lately, I found a couple of silver rings in a recreation area. Other than that, just the basic coins that we've been getting all along. They've been basically 6 to 8 inches, though, very deep this year because of all the rain we have. They're sinking faster than normal. I would recommend anybody who's out detecting in the Midwest area where we live, you're going to need to crank up your sensitivity to the upper levels to be able to find pretty much anything right now, unless it's a recent drop.
Yeah,
Anything else to add to that, Michelle?
I think that's it.
All right, that's our report for August.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
And Two Sisters Metal
Metal
Detecting.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been a little warm out there, hasn't it, kids?
Yeah, it's been in the upper 90s with like 75% humidity. It's just ridiculous. But that day at the beach when I recorded the digging report for you, got my first gold ring for this year.
Well, that was
Nice.
good. That's always nice. That is always nice. So that is wonderful. Very good digging report. Unfortunately, Michelle had problems. Couldn't get her camera to work, but that's kind of the way it works in the big tank, I guess, huh? But you guys did great. I want to express to you and Michelle our heartfelt thanks
Yes,
for being part of our
absolutely.
digging report, because you guys have done a tremendous job, and we
Aw,
really,
thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you,
videos
Phil and
were
Jeff.
excellent. Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. This was my first experience with live YouTube, so it has been a really fun experience.
And we just want to say we've learned a lot from you. I feel like we've made friends for life, and we just wish you all the best in the future and keep digging them up. And hey,
Aw,
guys,
thank you.
may all your finds be 14 karat or better.
Absolutely.
Oh, that would be nice. My last one was
Yes.
10K, but I'll take it.
That's right. So we want to just wish you again. We want to wish you the best and thank you for everything that you've done for us. And
Well,
we'll
thank
see
you
you
guys.
soon in the future.
And hi
Thanks.
to everybody in the chat. I can't run the chat because I'm doing this on my cell phone, so I can't see the chat at the same time. But hi to everybody in the chat.
All right, Karen, Michelle, thanks so much. And we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, dokie. Now, we are going to bring on from the Delmarva. This is your old stomping ground, Phil.
Yes, it is. Right up
This is
there.
where you misspent your youth in that area,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah. Got into
Yeah,
hillbilly
so-
music and got into all kinds of trouble.
Well, that's what the youth is for, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Dug a lot of bottles, a lot of Indian artifacts, and that was a long time ago, let me just say.
Well, let's bring on from the Delmarva report, Mark Paddock. Hi, Mark.
Hey, welcome, Mark.
Hello. Mark.
I think we're having
I don't know.
internet problems.
You got problems. He's got problems. So we'll go on. I don't know what the deal was.
Look, I think the internet froze for him.
I don't know. Let's see.
We can pull him back in later, maybe.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and let's see, because they haven't joined up yet. Let's let's just see. I'll go and I will get Fred and Terry's report. I know Terry has joined us, so let's bring Terry on while I queue up his report.
Okay.
Hey, Terry. Fred will be here shortly, I think. We're kind of changing things up. Mark couldn't.
This
I
internet
don't know.
froze up. Or
His
something.
internet froze or something like that. So I'm going to go try to find Fred's.
Yeah, Fred's got
So-
a video that he's put together that's
Yeah,
really,
I'm just trying to find it.
so.
I have to find it. So you guys chit chat and
So, Terry, how's the weather up where you're at?
I just was up on the North Shore, Lake Superior, at Grand Marais, visiting my daughter, and the whole family was up there. And heavy shirt, coats, hoods, and when we sat and watched the fireworks, blankets. It was
Jeez.
50s and 60s and wind coming off Lake Superior. That's Minnesota. When we left Florida, this is there he is. There's the guy.
Hey, good evening.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred.
You look good there, Fred.
Okay, Fred. Hey, Fred. Well, let's bring up your report and then we'll chit chat for a couple minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay, I got it queued up. Let's see. And let me go. I got to go back to here. I had to do it a different way. So let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, we'll get it there. Doesn't want to play. So
Fred, you're getting ready to go on a trip too, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I've been busy last couple of days. I got one of those carriers for the top of my truck. I'm taking some prospecting equipment with me and sapphire mining stuff.
Oh, awesome.
okay, let's see if I can get this to work, Fred. This is a new. Okay, go ahead and narrate it, Fred. Can you see it?
Barely.
Well,
So it was a video. You can't play the video?
it won't load.
Oh, okay. So
It
anyway,
won't load.
the visibility's been miserable for the 17-15 fleet. It's been really terrible, and I think they've only found like one 8 real, and they did find a huge piece of a very, very large olive jar. So it's a really big piece they found.
Yeah, see, Terry, they can find it. Why can't you?
I'm never going to live that down. Never. It's never going to happen.
Okay, Fred, I had to interject that.
Okay, I can't see the slide.
I can't, it won't load. Something's wrong with it.
Okay.
We're going to have to wing it.
Okay. Well, let's
Internet
see.
tonight is bad.
But the excuse me, the beaches have been sanded in. So, like I was saying, the visibility has been terrible for the treasure salvers, but the beaches too, they've been sanded in, and not a lot of fines lately. Jim's done good the last few days. With the beaches being sanded in, all of the sand is in mid beach area. So there's like a mountain of sand you got to walk to just to get down to the water. But the good news is there's been a few cuts. One beach I went to, it was completely flat and smooth, and it was fantastic. And I think I counted like 15 turtle nests that morning when I was there, and it was just great. Now the other beaches, traveling north from there, the other beaches, they've got a cut in that mountain of sand in mid beach area, so it's very hard for the turtles to get up and over that hump to do any nesting. So they ended up going back out to sea. But Jim has found a few items in those areas. A lot of coins he's found. He's found a few rings the last few days, which has been really good. I believe one was gold and one was silver. The Howie down south in West Palm Beach area, he went out for 90 minutes and came back with 3 rings in 90 minutes. So that was pretty good down there. He's got a special spot he goes to down there, because that's the second time he's done that.
Yeah, he's got the Shannon luck, doesn't he, Fred?
Yeah, must have rubbed off on him. Yeah, he's got that Shannon luck there. And what else is going around here? There's not much else going on down around our beaches here. Treasure Shores is closed, so that's been closed for 2 or 3 weeks now. I think they're putting in a new parking lot, blacktop in that. That's just south of the inlet, Sebastian Inlet, and then down south of Fort Pierce Inlet, the clothing optional beach, that's still closed. It's been closed for a couple of months, but that's still closed. Other than that, not much going on.
Well, I'd like for both of y'all to address this subject. You brought it up, Fred, with the turtle nests.
Yeah.
A lot of people that travel to Florida for the beaches, especially on the Treasure Coast, they're not familiar with the turtle nests and proper etiquette. Now, if you guys could go over that a little bit, because they inadvertently, their children might bother a nest or something like that. And I think there's some pretty heavy fines for that kind of stuff, isn't there?
There should be some pretty heavy fines for them putting all that garbage sand on the beach. That is the biggest thing that,
But
I have an opinion on that, but it's just absolutely ridiculous amount of money that they're spending putting this, and it's doing nothing but harm. It washes off. A couple years ago, they were putting sand down or out on the beach when I left to go back to Minnesota, and as soon as I got back, they started again. I was home for 5 months, and they're back at it. And this washes out. It kills the reef. It does. It's made the treasure hunting really bad. It's hurt the fishing. When we first moved down here, we used to see porpoises in close to shore, and now they're way out there because they've killed that first reef. There's a series of 3 reefs, and they've just covered it with sand. So I'm feel very strongly about that. But the etiquette,
Doesn't that,
pardon me.
doesn't that harm the turtles too?
Well, that's it. Apparently, what I have been told, and this is something that I've been told, is that the sex of the turtles is determined by the temperature of the sand. That's what I've heard. And anyway, we have a friend that was able to take the temperature of the sand, and where they put some of this new sand in that is about 20 degrees higher than the natural sand and that stuff. You just don't mess with Mother Nature and wind.
No, that's true.
And these turtles are just so grand, and it's
So there's people go and on ATVs up and down the beaches every morning, and what they do is they follow the turtle tracks in towards the dunes, and then if there's a turtle nest there, they will mark that turtle nest on a GPS, and another crew comes along and they put stakes and signs right where that turtle nest is. And you don't want to disturb that turtle nest. I was out detecting one morning, and there's a lady letting her dog dig up a turtle nest. And it's just, she should have been shot. I mean, it's like stupid should be painful. But I was saying earlier on that all of this renourished sand, it washes out, then it washes back in, and it's all in at mid beach. Then you get a cut at that sand, and the turtles can't make it up over that cut to the dunes. Now they're in Indian River County. The dunes are sloped down gentle. They've added just millions of tons of sand along the dunes. So there's a brand new dunes along there. And in Indian River County, it's sloped, and the turtles, they actually crawl up the dunes, and they make their nest right at the top of the dunes because they know a hurricane could be coming and could wash their nest away. That's why they do that. But in Brevard County, they've added all to the dunes, and it's so steep the turtles can't get up there. So the turtles are nesting at the base of the dunes, and then we've got king tide coming up for the next 3 or 4 months, and those turtle nests are going to get washed away because of the super high tides we got coming.
That's sad news, Fred. Sad news. But the bureaucrats know best. So, Terry, when are you coming back down to us?
Well, I'll be down around the first part of October. I've got a little story, if I might tell it.
You might.
Several years back, there was a young man named Kazan, and he had cancer. And Minnesota has what's called a Make-A-Wish, just as like the Make-A-Wish program. And his wish was to detect the Treasure Coast. And he come down, and the good people at the Fisher Museum spent a day with him, really showed him a good time. And then our club, the TCAS, Treasure Coast Archaeology Society, took him out on the Treasure Coast. I was one of the ones with him. And we detected. It was really a grand time. Well, a couple of years ago, or a while back, he was able to ring the bell. He's cancel-free. And I think it was last week, I got a call from his parents, and they wanted to come up and detect with me. And we spent the day out at some of these cellar holes and had a ball. And we found a lot of artifacts, and Hazen walked away with one Indian head penny, 1886. So
Nice.
it's just a feel good story, you know.
Yeah.
That is good. And Terry, I know Fred would have been involved if he would have been around to do that. But that is one of the reasons why we are so blessed to have you as our friend, because of the person you are.
Absolutely.
And, we just want to say thank you to you and Fred for everything you've done for us on Treasure Talk. We couldn't have done it without you. We love you both dearly, and we hope that you will join us on the 25th for our farewell show. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, by all means,
thanks for a great report.
Can
And,
I just
may.
mention about the Mel Fisher days? It was just a great success. It was a wonderful 3 days. The Friday evening, we had rum tasting and beer tasting at the museum. Then we had a pirate costume contest. Then we had the scavenger hunt where the people were required to go to 5 different bars. And I was dressed as a pirate, and I was at one of the bars handing out the goodies there. And then Saturday morning, we had 4 of the treasure salvers at the community center, and for two hours they did a wonderful talk about finding all the treasure on the Etosha and everything. It was just fantastic. Saturday afternoon they had at one bar there, the Tiki Bar. They had just a live band, and they had contests and stuff like that, and it was just a great time. Sunday was author day, when all of the authors there signing books and stuff from the Etosha books and stuff. So it was just a great time. And Nicole and Melvin, on behalf of those two, I'd like to thank everybody that got on board with the online auction, or showed up there even. So thanks everybody for that.
Well, I'm sure they couldn't have done it without your help, Fred. And I know, Terry, if you would have been back down here, you'd have been right in the thick of it.
I would have, but I want to thank you and Phil too. Yours is both of your, is a friendship that I value, and it's going to be lasting for a long, long time.
And same for me, and looking forward to seeing you down in Naples, Jeff.
That's going to be good time.
And Phil, if you're going to be there, it'll be wonderful, because I love meeting up with you two guys and everybody in the crew. So thank you. And on behalf, I thank you. It's been a great treat to be on this show so many times.
It's been an
We
honor.
appreciate you guys for sure.
Yeah, you've made it for us. So thanks, guys. We'll see you definitely on the 25th for our final farewell show. We'll have our favorite guests from past shows. If they can join us, we'd love to have that. So we'll talk to you again. I'll talk to you before that time, I'm sure. But if not, I'll see you guys on the 25th. And may God bless you and keep you both. We love you dearly. And thank you for a very, very good report. And we'll see you soon.
Yes. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you both, and it's our honor.
Awesome.
They are 2 awesome dudes, that's for sure. So I think we've got Delmarva queued up now. I think his internet's fixed.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, so let's just breeze right on into that. Well, we've had a bunch of new people join us. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, if you missed the first part of the show, Phil and I have discussed this, and we've decided after 6.5 years that we are going to end the show on the 25th of August. That'll be our farewell show. There'll be no more digging reports. From time to time, we will jump on and, some new detecting reports and some stuff that Phil's got in the shop and that type of thing. We're not going to fade away out of existence, but we just need a little break after 6.5 years of doing this. So we've decided to go out while we're hot, so to speak.
Well, we're on the top, Jeff.
Yes, right. That's right. And like I said before to these guys, I mean, there's a lot of you out there that we just, you've been with us from the get-go. We've made great friendships. We love each and every one of you. And Well, let's just leave it at that. Let's bring on our Delmarva report,
Yes,
shall we?
let's remark on for sure.
Let's see. Hey, Mark,
Hey,
can you hear us?
guys.
We got you finally. Cool.
Hey, look, I wanted to let you guys know I enjoyed the show last week or a couple weeks ago when you had Old Beach Nut, Joe Priest
Yes.
from our Chesapeake Bay region, and you had Cleve out of Canada talking about the Fisher AQ machines. Joe talked me out of the machine. It's a good machine, but for the surf, when you're bouncing around out there neck deep with waves coming in, that machine was not going to work for me because it was too deep. So let me start in my report for the Delmarva Mid-Atlantic from Virginia Beach north to South Jersey. That particular area, the water temperatures right now are about 77 degrees. So you can get away with shorts, you can get away with dive boots, and of course you want to protect yourself from the sun with some 50 SPS, whatever it is, shirt when you're out there in the surf. But right now we're entering a season where our humidity, and the two sisters talked about the two sisters talked about the humidity. It has been horrible here. It's been horrible in the late high 80s, early 90s with 80 to 95% humidity. And it's been tough. And we've had a number of reported jellyfish and sea lice plume in the surf. Now you got to remember the waves are also breaking on the shore, so they're cutting up jellyfish and those tentacles and all that other stuff. Right now the water is a challenge with the jellyfish, the sea nettles, and the degradation of the jellyfish if you're going to hunt the surf. Now, if you're aware, this past weekend, we had a tropical storm way off the coast of Mid-Atlantic region, Delmarva, called Dexter. But Dexter in the ocean is like a freight train. When you have a storm that's not directly in the lane, coming up out of North Carolina up towards New Jersey in the lane, meaning closer inshore, it's still going to create ridges and valleys and a lot of rough surf. So you need to pay attention. I'm suggesting to the listeners tonight, need to pay attention to these storms because we had a big cut. Now, I took pictures of those cuts, and unfortunately, I was not able to download them onto this format to show our listeners and our viewers of what I was seeing. But today, being August the 4th, we've got a full moon. Full moon phases, if you're a surf hunter or a beach hunter, full moon phases are big because they can cause additional cuts. So we've had cuts from Virginia Beach all the way through Maryland into Delaware, South Jersey. I'm not sure because I was not able to reach out to Brian Mayer and talk to him before this report. But I can tell you in Delaware, Maryland, Virginia Beach, this Delmarva region, we had cuts this weekend, and the Virginia Beach Raider crew, guys down there, pull gold. I get their posts and so forth. They pull gold, but you have to understand that when these cuts occur, it's only going to be 1 or 2 cycles. And remember, in 24 hours, you have 4 cycles, 2 low tide, 2 high tide. So these cycles, when they come through, when the cut occurs, that's when you got to be out there. It's still going to be shitty weather, and we're not protected by the FCC. It's still going to be shitty conditions, but that's when the targets start popping out. And I took pictures, and I wanted to show, to educate our viewing crew about that. I also wanted to say that for anybody that's watching the show, look at Facebook, Lost and Found, and Craigslist for people who need dire help from our detecting community. All right. They need help finding rings and necklaces, some cell phones, and so forth. And I'm a big advocate for what's called the honor roll. Jeff and Phil were going back to the Treasure Depot days with the Sun and the Surf reports and Larry Cessna and the whole thing. But I'm a big honor roll guy. I have one honor roll this month, and I'm happy about that, and so forth. The other concern that I want to relay to our listeners and viewers is that right now we still have Dexter moving off past Bermuda going northeast, but we're still getting the freight train of ridges and valleys in the surf that are still pounding the beach. The cut is gone. The cut has collapsed. It's collapsed down lower. So that's a lot of sand that accreted over the winter and in the spring months where the winds were not so bad, and it accretes on the beach and it builds a big berm. We talk about the towel line and people set up on that towel line and lose stuff. And the ring that I found was somebody set up on the towel line, and they were back far enough away from the towel line. And I got notice from the Ocean City Beach Patrol, a lieutenant, to say, hey, we got a ring down here. I went out the next day. I found it. I returned it. I'm going to post it, but I've been so damn busy with everything going on and so forth. But our beaches now, basically along the Mid-Atlantic, they are berm built, accreted sand that has come from the east winds, southeast wind, a little bit from the northeast. But this storm this past weekend with Dexter cut the beach, and I have pictures of that, and I can't share them with you.
Well,
But
pop
the
them
target-
on Facebook, Mark. When you get a chance, just pop them on Facebook.
Well, I mean, I'm getting ready to post my latest honor roll
Yeah, do that.
return, and I can put the cuts. I can put those pictures. But guys, I've got 14 years of photographs and video in and out of the beach. And my dear friend, Joe Priest, Old Beach Nut, he's got plenty of videos. Scott and MD's got videos. I've got rings, all kinds of finds that, I can post, and I've kind of prepared them for a manuscript. And Terry Shannon, I've talked to Terry in the past about helping me with my boat or with my book. The bottom line is right now, we have over 8 million visitors in Delmarva between Rehoboth, Lewis Beach, Rehoboth, Dewey, Bethany, South Bethany, Ocean City, Maryland, going south through Assateague, both on the state park. Now, the federal park, you're not allowed by law to detect in the state park. And I've been stopped. I've been stopped. But you go south down to Virginia Beach, and you got Gigmaster, and you got Doc Beeve, and the other guys that are down there. They nailed some gold yesterday. And I have pictures of gold captured by so many of the Northern Territory. That's kind of a joke group of us between Virginia Beach, Maryland, and Southern Delaware. But the conditions are right and the people are here. And this week in Ocean City is the White Marlin Open. $8 million in prize money for the offshore fishing in Ocean City. Most of it, the fishermen are men. Where do the women go? They go to the towel line and they take
Very
the
good.
The targets are dropping like bird poop out of a storm of sparrows flying over. It's out there. It just takes time to find it. And my last comment that I would like to make is that I appreciate you guys having me on the show. I hear you. You guys can do the announcement. You know, you said August 25th and so forth. But I want to remind our viewers that when you come to Delmarva, Virginia Beach is two hours and 15 minutes away. South Jersey, you got to get on the Cape May Ferry. But between Rehoboth and the northern part of the eastern shore of Virginia, we have a museum called the Discover Sea Museum located in Fenwick Island. And you guys, I think Phil and Jeff, you guys are familiar with WIDA. WIDA, the metal detector. Yeah, well, WIDA was part of our group back in the days when we had the Treasure Depot. But there was a shipwreck WIDA up in the Northeast. They created a museum, and we have a museum in Fenwick Island called Discover Sea Museum. And Dale is the owner and the historian in Fenwick Island that has this museum. So if you come to the Delmarva region, it's raining, the storms are not right, the surf is not right. I mean, I've got pictures of riptides and all kinds of stuff that I want to show, but I just could not load it on this site. So I just say, if you come here, conditions are bad, rain, wind, storms, so forth. Take a visit to Discover Sea Museum in Fenwick Island and talk to Dale. He can fill, you know, I have my little niche of bobbing up and down in the surf and fucking drowning and whatever in the waves, but Dale has got it all on display. And I thank you guys for your show. I appreciate you having the confidence in me to come in and give a report. Right now, it's good. I welcome anybody. I can't find it all. We're never going to find it all. It's out there. We got a good cut this last weekend. It pulled the sand down and covered over, but the targets are here. And thank you for having me on your show.
Thanks, Mark, for
Mark,
being part of this for us. We appreciate it. You've always done an exceptional job for us. We're very appreciative of everything that you've offered up with us. And thanks again for another great report. And I hope to come up there and detect with you soon. Thanks, Mark.
Absolutely. Let's
See you guys. Thank you.
Okay,
good
let's
report.
bring on, now we've got Miss Patty from Dirt Clyde Metal Detecting. We're out of order tonight because we had some technical difficulties. A lot of it had to do with my brain, but we're not even going to go there. So let's bring on Dirt Clyde Metal Detecting, shall we? Hi, Patty.
Hey,
Hi,
Patty.
everybody.
Well, welcome.
How you doing? Let's
Pretty good.
hear what you got to tell us. That I couldn't get your report, the video you sent to upload. It was something they just wouldn't do.
Okay, no problem.
So
Okay, well, welcome to sunny North Central Oregon.
Ooh,
Ah.
way up there.
Out here in the the sticks out here on the ranch. Out here in Oregon, we're having some really good summer weather. It's it's been pretty hot in the afternoons, but it's pretty good to hunt in the mornings or in the evenings. Today it was really great weather. It was upper 70s, which was much lower than
Nice.
previous days. But a lot of people in Oregon right now that I've seen have been hunting the parks and schools and finding stuff and finding some gold and silver and the usual things. Of course, Pay Streak Super Freak, some of you watch him on YouTube with his HP Deus. Has a lot of videos on YouTube about his hunts over in Western Oregon. I'm in the north central part, other side of the mountains. So that's probably about it from Oregon. Now, switching up to Washington, I follow the Northwest Treasure Hunters in Spokane, and they have a really active group up there. They had a club and Facebook outing recently with a small group of people, and they said everyone went home with prize. Everyone went home with 2 silvers at least.
Nice.
So, sounded like they had a good time. And somebody up there found what he thinks is a gold-plated North Dakota quarter from 2006. And then somebody else made the comment like they thought maybe it was pure gold. So I don't know if any of you have heard of that before. But that was interesting. But
We got a question here, Patty, from Dirt Cloud Metal Detecting. Did you ever find any Oregon Trail relics?
I haven't yet, but the Oregon Trail cutoff, it was a smaller cutoff from the main trail, comes right through our ranch. And I do have a couple of videos where I was searching for things from the Oregon Trail. In fact, our main road out of the ranch probably follows the cutoff. So
Interesting.
yeah, and there's one little section where you can still see the ruts. So
Oh, cool.
neat. Yeah, but not yet. Although I did find a pistol ball in our front yard, and the first settlers here were the 1870s. So, I mean, it could have been from them, or could have been from the Oregon Trail. I don't know,
Right.
but that was cool.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Now, I heard about an interesting ring return from the Spokane Washington Club. He was detecting an elementary school up there and found a guy's college gold ring in the elementary school. And he found out who it belonged to. And the guy lost it in like 1968 or 69. And I think he and his wife were both student teaching at that school. And then he got sent to Vietnam. And in 1970, he passed away. And he had 2 daughters. One was not yet 2. The other one was just born a couple days after he died, I think. Anyway, the lady remarried and had other children and moved from that area. But he was able to find them and have a ring return to the family. So it sounded like a really neat return there. And the story for that, if you want to look it up, is on the Northwest Treasure Hunters Facebook page. And it's a recent post. But that was really neat. And it would be fun to return some stuff to people if I ever find something like that. But now, also over in Idaho, let's see. They have this place called the 43rdstateofmind.com. And they have actually a treasure hunt in their state. And you can actually buy the clues on their website for $43. And they have out in the wilderness. I noticed right now there's 3 treasures to find. And you find the big red X and then dig underneath it. And each treasure has at least $500 worth of prizes in there, like silver coins and stuff like that. So that was an interesting thing. It's called 43rdstayofthemind.com. And they have other stuff on their website, like stuff about Idaho and pictures and neat things that's free. But that was something new I learned about. And let's see, I think that is about it. I wanted to add one thing. Fred, we want to see a picture of you dressed up like a pirate.
Trust me,
Well,
you don't want to see that.
I bet you he's a good-looking pirate. Just post that on Facebook.
He's a pirate, that's for sure. We'll get it. We'll have him post a picture on the Facebook.
Yes, he should.
That's what we'll do. Well, Patty, it was another great report from you, and we want to thank you so much for being part of our family. And you did for the last digging report. You did a bang up job. We just can't thank you enough. I know Phil feels the same way. I'm going to let him tell you. But we want to thank you for being part of our family.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for sure.
Well, it's been fun getting to know everybody on this program. And I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to have the coveted sausage.
The sausage, that was it. That was it.
That's big copy for sure.
Yeah, you got to remember, Phil, this girl's got some cojones. She ate it live on a video.
That's too funny.
I couldn't believe it. I about fell out, but she's still. So it's got to be good sausage. She's still awake and still going at it. So
absolutely,
Patty, thanks again for a great association with you, and I hope all of your fines are 14K or better. Thanks, Patty.
Absolutely.
So much.
Thanks.
All righty, we got down to our last group here.
All righty.
For the West Coast, I think they're here, so we'll bring them on. Ricky T and Big Billy, and I'm going to join in their report because I was part of it. Okay, there's one.
Hey guys.
There's two. Hey guys.
Welcome.
Hey.
So it's been fun, hasn't it? It's been real.
Yes, it has. Listen, the magnificent thing about what we do as a hobbyist, and I always tie this in with joining a club. If you are a detectorist and you're not a member of a club in your area, you are missing out, because I have made a lot of friends. I have met a lot of people. I've had the honor of hunting with a lot of people that I never would have met had these opportunities not come along. So if you're not a member of a club, if you're not taking advantage of opportunities like this, then you're just missing out. It's your fault.
Yes, it is. I'll second that for sure.
That is true. And Phil will echo that because, and now Rick happens to be president of the WSAS club at this time. And Phil's been associated with that forever. And, a bonus for Phil is he's been asked by a lot of clubs to come to their meetings. Well, a lot of them have their meetings on Monday nights. He's never been able to do it. Now that we're ending the show, Phil is going to be able to attend some other club meetings, and that's going to be really cool.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And Phil's past president also. Once or twice or three times, I think.
Yeah, it was fun. It's always fun.
I just picked up the reins and I'm just trying to keep the ship in the channel. That's all I'm trying to do.
Between the buoys.
Keep off the rocks.
Yes.
Just keep it between the buoys. Our digging report for the West Coast, I was kind of part of that, as was a couple other people. Fred was part of it. And I have to say, we started out at Siesta Key, which was somewhat of a bust. I mean, I've hunted Siesta Key before, and it's never been that bad. I mean, nobody found anything at Siesta Key, and there were 5 of us hunting.
I dug 3 targets in 3 hours.
Yeah, and it was just, it wasn't overly sanded in. if there just weren't any targets. I mean, it
I
was a
think-
little bit sandy, but it just wasn't any targets.
I think it's beat to death. I think it's just absolutely beat to death. You know, like I said, I dug 3 targets in 3 hours, and that was the only 3 signals I got in those 3 hours. So I wasn't ignoring anything. So I dug 2 pennies and a piece of can slaw. Billy, what did you get that day?
I didn't get much of anything except for when we were talking about moving down to Coquina, I believe it was. And I was walking out of the water, and I did pick up a ring, but that's pretty much it. It was not good. It was not good at all. But you know, that we have days like that. We have enough good days that, you know, you can live with these bad days that come along. You know, obviously we want to find stuff every time we go out. That's the whole purpose of it. We love finding, and there's nothing better than gold being in the bottom of the scoop when you shake it out.
Right.
But yeah, it's still, listen, as much as I'd like to go out and find things every time, to hunt with you and Jeff and Tim and Freddie Banks, I mean, that's you know, that's part of the deal too. That was pretty good because I don't get to hunt with them guys all the time. I get to hunt with Rick more often. So to get out there with Jeff and them, it's a joy just to hang out with you guys for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, we had a good time, and we hunted a couple more beaches so, you know, it was nice because the weather was forecast for windier, but the water was calmer.
Yes.
We didn't have a lot of luck that week. We found, you know, some coins and a couple rings and stuff, but it wasn't real sanded in. There are pockets where it's very sandy. For those of you that are thinking about going down to the West Coast, there are pockets where it's sanded in. You just got to find your spots where you find some good bottom. Chances are you're going to find some stuff, you know, but that's it, hit or miss all the time. And just keep your eye on the weather, you know, and the surf and where the wind's coming from, and get out there and dig it up. You know, that's about all we can say. Pretty basic stuff.
Siesta Key was absolutely postcard perfect that morning.
Yes.
You're standing chest deep in the water, and you can see your toenails. You know, I mean, it was just absolutely beautiful. Water was gin clear. The bottom was nice and white. And I'm talking, you know, we have a really powdery white sand here in Florida, but down there it's like baby powder. I mean, it falls to a scoop like nobody's business. So it was a beautiful day. So even though it wasn't a good day, there's no such thing as a bad day. There are better days, but I've never had a bad day when I was on the beach. You know.
Yeah.
Those poor suckers up north.
I'll be honest with
We
you.
don't even let's not make fun of the Yankees, Ray.
I know. I try not to, but man, they don't know what they're missing.
I'm ready for the water to cool down. That water is so hot right now. It's almost unenjoyable. I mean, it's that hot, 86, 87 degrees. And I was at the beach yesterday hunting, and I heard a lady, she started walking out of water. She goes, "Oh, I'm not doing this. This water is way too hot." And it is. It's like getting in a bathtub. But, you know, us Florida guys, we're used to it. I do look forward to having to wear a wetsuit top again and have a little bit chillier water, because it definitely feels better than what we're dealing with right now. But, you know, I had a
ring slide off too.
Yeah, I had a decent weekend. I did pull out a nice 14K ring, and one of my friends, Stephen Gray, posted, he goes, "That thing is definitely a dad ring," and it absolutely 100% is, because when my father passed, I got some of his rings, and they look exactly like this thing. So it's like, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, as far as over here,
I think he's talking about us, man.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you.
It had 3 little diamonds in it and a black onyx. So it was somebody's pinky ring is what it was.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Jeff, I just had a birthday, so I'm 63 now, so I'm catching up to you, brother.
You're getting old, son.
You ain't kidding.
Guys,
we had 3 record temperatures in Tampa last week. We
100
broke
degrees.
100 twice, and the heat index, the previous record heat index, was 118 degrees. And last week we had one day that was 119 degrees for a heat index.
Jeez.
So my air conditioner ran for 12 solid hours. It never could keep up. So
No.
You just put the utility company on auto pay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Ain't that the truth? Well, guys, it's been real. We've loved having you guys as part of our digging report. As you know, this is going to be the last digging report. We'll end the show on the 25th, but I'll be getting up with you guys to stop in and say hello on the 25th, if you would, please.
Yes, sir.
And, just so you know, both of you, we love you, and we value you, and you help make our show a success. And
Absolutely.
you guys, I will see in Naples.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking forward to that. I hate to see the show ending because this has always been a highlight for me, the beginning of the month, to do this
For
because
us too. Absolutely.
we do love talking about metal detecting because you know how it is. You get a couple of people together that metal detect, and literally that's all you'll talk about.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
That's why some of the wives drink heavily. What can I tell you?
Right on, brother.
I was going to say we did find some good restaurants and some and a couple of adult beverages also. So
We did find those. Of course, we
did
always find those.
So it wasn't a complete bust.
No, we had a good time. We all met for dinner one night. Phil was there, and Jocelyn, and
We had a good time.
Fred, and you guys, and
It was nice.
Tim and Tina. So it was nice. We had a good time.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
guys, I'll see you soon. We love you.
Yep.
Be
Love you
good.
too, man.
We'll see you guys. Love you guys, man. You guys take care.
All right.
Later, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
All righty, Philip.
Oh, well, that looks like that's it.
I don't know.
He's
I don't
always
know.
hitting the buttons. There we go.
Yeah, I'm done with the buttons.
All right. Next week we have Nick West.
Yep.
That'll
Nick
be a
West.
good show too. So
So for those of us that joined late, we just want to reiterate, August 25th, we've decided to end the show. That'll be our last show on August 25th. It'll be kind of a family show where our favorite guests from the past will come and join us, and our good friends, and stop in and say hello, and we'll talk about what the show has done for us. And it's going to be kind of an emotional time, but after 6.5 years, I think it's time we're going out on top. Don't you, Phil?
Yeah. Absolutely, going out on top. That's what I always wanted to do, and I've enjoyed every show on here. So, we are. I'm getting a little teared up now, but we just have had fun with it, and we'll see you guys next week with Nick West, and then the following week will be the last show, right, Jeff? Is that
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 2 more shows. We've got Nick West, then we've got Dwight Colin.
Oh,
He'll be
Dwight.
here with Mind Lab, and then on the 25th will be the last show. And this is a sentiment from Detecting Adventures, Aggie Hall, who's a good friend of ours. She says, "Much love to you both, and many thanks to all the guests that have appeared over the years." And we've had some really great guests. And what we talked about, our mission was when we decided to do this thing was to educate our viewers and members in the funnest way possible. And we've definitely tried to do that.
Yes, we've done that. So thank you, Jeff, and thank you to all of our members here, and thank you to Jocelyn. And with that, I'll say good night to everybody.
Good night, my friend. And I'll see you next week for sure. I'll talk to you sometime this week.
Absolutely.
But everybody out there, thanks for watching. We appreciate you a great deal. To all the guests that were here tonight, you helped make us, and we just want to say thank you. Join us next week when Nick West will be here. And remember one thing, if Phil doesn't have it in stock, you don't need it.
Don't need it. There you go.
May all your finds be 14 karat or better. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Good night, guys. We'll see you, Jeff.
Bye-bye, Phil.